If you are a software engineer, do this to never need another job again, step by step. To give you guys some context, I've been coaching men for the last 5 years, a lot of entrepreneurs, and software engineers are probably my most common demographic of men, right? I've seen guys get jobs in the software engineering space, get fired doing a hiring freeze. So I have a lot of understanding and close context with what exactly is going on. And I'm gonna help you guys with a strategy on how to never need another job again. If you're in software, you have a lot of skills that are applicable to the marketplace that you're not utilizing, and you're letting AI and all these companies essentially replace you for nothing. So if you're a software engineer, so software engineers, right? You obviously work around software. And what you can do as a software engineer is you can take the skills you have and go D2C, DTC, direct to consumer. Direct to marketplace. I literally hired one of my software engineering students to work in my business internally. So I'm not making this shit up, right? He's now gonna be helping recreate a website for me that other developers, local developing team, company was essentially charging us out the ass for in the business. But this guy has the skills to be able to work on this problem, get better results more efficiently, and get it done in a faster period of time. So what you want to do is you want to package your skill sets, right? Not just creating websites, right? But solving financial problems for businesses using your software skills. So I'm tired of seeing you guys get replaced. I'm tired of seeing you guys get dumped. So what you want to do is you want to take back the power. Take your software developing skills and see how you can solve problems, financial problems for businesses. Problems for business owners like me. I don't want to go have to research and find a company that can do a good job. I want somebody that can do a good job with my business branding, with my websites, with any apps that I want to create. You can work for small business owners, content creators, entrepreneurs, and help them develop things that can help them solve problems. So I would be trying to figure out, how can I solve financial problems for small businesses, right? The big businesses are trying to replace you because they think that things like Devin, ChatGPT operator can just do what you can do. So they don't necessarily need to pay you $100 grand, right, a year. But a small business owner like myself, if I want to get an app created, if I want a website redeveloped, if I want to be able to target a specific demographic of people so I can make more money, I need developers, I need software engineers that can create things for me that I don't want to necessarily involve big brand markets, big brand software companies. So you're going to be taking your skill sets direct to consumer. There are several ways you can start this, right? You've probably heard of Upwork or Fiverr, but I'll probably start off with Upwork. And what you can do, I'm gonna give you several things you can do. You can start off with Upwork, you can create an account, you can buy the credits on Upwork, and you can start to do some basic software developing, website creation things for these people who are needing jobs. But this is not the big play. This is just like a very, very small play. I'm gonna give you guys the big play in a second, right? Because this is just gonna help you create a portfolio. And let's say you're out of a job right now, or you're trying to get back into the market and you don't really know what's your next steps. You can get on Fiverr, you can get on Upwork, you can create an account, you can buy credits, you can list what you can do, right? Creating websites, you can maybe create a quick demo of things that you've already done, projects you've worked on, and see if you can start to attract clients. They're not gonna pay you much, it's just a small money play, but this will at least give you a portfolio of projects that you've already done for people who are willing to pay. Not the projects you've done for big brands. The people, the consumer, the small businesses don't really care about that. So they want to see how can you help them in their specific business. So the bigger play, in my opinion, is to offer these services directly to small businesses through social media. Social media and personal branding. Instead of you relying just on Upwork, instead of you waiting for your company to give you another shot or waiting for the markets to change, which they never will, you can start building a personal brand as a software developer for a specific business that you feel like you can help scale, right? It can be in the fitness industry. It can be fintech. It can be whatever. It can be roofing. It can be, think of small businesses where your skills are most desired, yet the people you're working with, right, don't have the skill. Here's why these are two different things. It's not the same thing. I had a guy come on a live stream of mine saying, yeah, Fit, I've heard your advice about possibly giving my services to companies. So I decided I wanted to work with founders and help founders, scale. I said, but your skill sets for founders, especially tech founders, they usually have software engineering backgrounds, right? They don't really desire your skill. And they already have the skill. So you want what the business needs the most, yet they don't have, essentially. So if you look at a roofing company, their website might be fucking trash. They don't know how to exactly attract customers. They just put up a rinky-dink website and hope it converts. You can learn CRO, conversion rate optimization. So you can help recreate these people's websites using a demo format so they can get more clicks, they can rank higher in SEO, so they can get more leads. I would find companies around me. I would even go on social media. Think about the industry that you want to use your software skills to help people the most. Just pick one. Is it roofing? Is it plumbing? Think about these either odd jobs or, labor force jobs that are actual companies. They're actual companies, right? Think about this. Let me show you guys this real quick. As I'm making this video, right, there are people on the roof scaling buildings. Look at this. Let me see if I can zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see it. You see those people right there? They're scaling buildings. What I would do if I was a software engineer, I would try to find that company and I would see how can I help them specifically. Let me zoom out. How can I help them specifically, right? Either get more projects. Let's say they're a new company that has workers that scales buildings, right? I wouldn't be trying to figure out how to go work with a company that is already specifically in software and they need my services. No, I would be trying to figure out how can I help people that maybe don't have the software background that I can then help. That's your goal. Okay, let me zoom back in here. So think about non-software, non-technical, right? Non-technology-based companies that need your services that you can go provide, right? So you can learn CRO, you can learn how to optimize websites, you can demo this for these people. I will be literally scanning websites around my city. I'll be scanning businesses around my city, small businesses that I can go to. It can be a yoga shop. It can be a tailor service. It can be a dry cleaner. Think about all these places that don't have no fucking clue how to essentially create a great website, what CRO is, how to triple their sales, triple their marketing. You can be that person. You don't have to let these fucking companies keep fucking you. You can go and say, okay, I know that my skills may be in the software world, in the tech world, AI and things is coming up, but these small businesses, they don't necessarily have the money or the understanding to go and apply these things. So I'm going to be the person that bridges the gap. You can literally create an agency, automation as a service, software as a service, a SaaS company essentially, to where you're taking your skills as a software engineer and you're helping local small businesses. Why don't I help that laundromat that I barely see people go into rebrand, right? Offer new deals, create a website that's more attractive, fix their KPIs, key performance indicators, by the way, right? Improve their ad spend, run Facebook ads. Why don't I help them do this? Right? If you've learned code, if you've learned how to develop apps and all this shit, bro, this is not that fucking complicated. I'm tired of seeing you guys without jobs. When I see all these small businesses still struggling to make money, 50% of businesses go out of business within the first 3 years, I believe. About 50%. So you can be the person that helps the companies that are lacking in a lot of things bridge the gap and stay in business. I would create demos for these small companies, show them exactly how you can fix their website, how you can get them more leads. And the play here, the big play, all right, the Upwork is the base, is the small play. The big play is you're gonna demo what you can provide for this company and you're gonna offer to do it for free. Write this shit down. You're gonna take small businesses around you, whether it be laundromats, plumbing companies, HVAC, whatever the fuck it is that you know is a smaller, non-tech type of business. You're gonna create a demo. You're gonna go through their website using a software like Scribe or using Loom or using Komodo Decks, things where you can essentially show them how their website is lacking, show them the speed of the load of their website, how it's fucking up their conversions, how it's costing them money. You send them that free demo and you say, hey, I'm willing to offer to fix this for you in 30 days. I'm gonna do it for free for 30 days. If your conversions improve, we can discuss a retainer. Boom! Which business model that is essentially right now probably struggling, doesn't understand AI, doesn't understand software, that if you create a demo for them, using something like Komodo Decks, using something like Loom or Scribe or something where you can go in, you can go through their funnel, go through their website, show them how it loads, show them what they're missing out on, show them how they can possibly be running ads, show them how they can be doing retargeting, show them all these things where they're missing out on money. You create like a presentation, like, hey man, we went through your website, you could be making another 20, 30 grand a month. Let me come in and fix all this for you. You're gonna send them the demo, whether through email, social media messaging, you're gonna call them, offer to do this for free for 30 days. And the only request is if that you can see what the progress is. If the progress is being tracked, you guys can discuss a retainer. It's a no risk for them. They can bring in a software developer, fix their KPIs, make them money, and if it doesn't work, they lose nothing. They pay you nothing the first month. But the goal here is to establish your credibility. It's to actually get them results. It's to actually help them improve their KPIs. It's to actually get them reach. So when that month is over, guess what you're gonna do? Well, I can offer this as a service for X amount a month. I just made your company X more dollars. I just brought in X amount of customers a month. Make sure you keep your intellect private. You're not gonna be fucking walking them through how to do this for free. You're gonna be doing it on your own, right? And they're just sitting back and waiting on the results. They're gonna give you access to everything, but you first gotta demo it and explain how you can help them, offer to do it for free. And in this month, what you're essentially gonna do is you're gonna be creating systems and you're essentially gonna be fine tuning their pages where you have control. And then at the end of the month, you say, hey, these are my results. Look at how many leads you got. Look at how much conversion you came through your business. Look at how much money you guys made. If you want this service moving forward, I charge a retainer of $5,000 a month. I charge a retainer of $3,000 a month. Boom. Now you've landed your first brand, your first company. Do some negotiation. If they actually brought in more money and it makes sense to them, they're not gonna say no. And then you go do this for the next small company, and the next, and the next, and the next. You can go all around your city and be the person that is offering software skills to small businesses that don't understand how to use technology, don't understand what SaaS is, don't understand how to optimize, and they're barely struggling, they're barely surviving. You can be the bridge to keeping their company alive. And they're gonna need you, because after you do it for a month, if they don't negotiate, you turn off all the systems, you turn it back how it was, and their business goes back to suffering. It's essentially a toxic play, but this is how you get money. They either sign you on a retainer and you keep all the systems in place, or you bring it back to how it was and the business keeps suffering. They're not gonna say no. They're not gonna say no. They're not gonna say no. And then you go do this for the next company, and next company, next company, next company. Or you do this for entrepreneurs. You can do this on social media. You can go and find social media creators or whatever, and then who have small businesses, and you can go through their funnel. You can create a demo. You can offer to do it for free. And then after you've kept track of everything, after you've improved everything, at the end of the month, you say, here's my retainer. I guarantee you, if you did this, if you created 10 demos a day for small businesses around you, or content creators or entrepreneurs that you've seen online, even if you get, and you offering to do this for free, you're gonna get a handful of people. If you're reaching out to around 10 businesses or 10 entrepreneurs a day, you're gonna get a handful of people within your first month that will say, okay, let's do it, because it's free. The barrier of entry doesn't exist. You do a good job, you can land, you can go from waiting on a job to call you, to give you an opportunity, to being a person that can direct to consumer solve problems for small businesses. And now you don't ever need a job again. All right? Listen, if you are a software engineer, like I said, I coach a lot of software engineers. I've helped these guys get through this kind of hump. If you're a guy that's a software engineer and you want to learn how to build your personal brand, you want to learn how to create content that can get you in front of these businesses, or so you don't have to rely on a job ever again. You see how cutthroat the market is. You see how cutthroat the job market is. You suffered for 4 years, 5 years, got a degree. Now they're telling you sorry. So if you don't want this to be your reality for the rest of your life, and you want to take back your power because you've invested in education and you didn't get nothing for it, essentially, click the link in the chat of the description, book a free call, apply for my inner circle. It's only 55 guys. By the time of this video, I don't know how many more spots are open, but by the time of this video, 11 spots are already gone. I can only coach 55 men at the same time. So if you want some help with this, link in the description, pin comments. Let me see if I can help you build your personal brand so you never need another company to hire you again.